Hi! Oh my god, I guess we'll start a little bit early. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my gosh. Hi! How is everyone doing? Let me put in a little shout out. Welcome, welcome raiders! You have caught us just before we start playing through case 2 of the third Ace Attorney game. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much to Just Azure, Juan Raker, and Kaiser8 for following. Ooh. What were you streaming, Lemon? Was it good? And I'm good. I'm good. I was just wolfing down my dinner quickly before I got started. Ah, so exciting! Yes, I'm Australian. Hi. Thank you for following, Kaseki. Hi. Welcome, welcome. You were doodling? What were you working on? Oh, sorry. I'm a little off my game right now. Caught me by surprise. Anyway, we will get started on the game in just a moment. If anyone is not interested in Ace Attorney, wants to avoid Ace Attorney spoilers, etc., please feel so welcome to head off. Lemon especially if you want to go get some rest. Do not feel obligated to stick around. And Ursi with some flowers. Oh my god, cute. And thank you, Fly Kupo, for the follow. Hi! 15-second delay. Hi, Josh. Ah. Alright. Oh my god, what? Thank you for resubscribing.
Ding dong, streamer look.
Streamer look. My art is cute, thank you so much. Aww. Ooh. God, this is, what, we've been live for 5 minutes? This is such an eventful stream already. Alright, okay. Let me settle in. Collect myself. Drink a little bit of water. Alright. So, raiders, welcome. Hi, I'm Cotton. I like Ace Attorney. I stream a lot of Ace Attorney. Sometimes I stream art. I would like to stream art more, but I'm often working on zines and commissions, and I'm so busy doing that, which I can't stream, that I don't have any art to stream. But you know, theoretically, I'm a variety streamer. In practice, I'm an Ace Attorney streamer. That's just the way it has worked out. Internet's not playing nicely tonight, but I'm here for Ace Attorney Imbo. Yeah. Oh my god, Midnight! Hi! It's this wild already. Thank you, Lemon, for the chaos. But yeah, I mean, I figure we may as well jump right in. We are picking up halfway through a case, so we've done the first section, and we should be going into a new section of investigations. Final warning for spoilers for anyone who wants to head out. But okay, so where did we leave off? We have been defending Ron Delight. Phoenix took his first ever non-murder case, which was exciting for him. And I believe managed to successfully prove that his client had not stolen some valuable goods. Unfortunately, it turns out that in doing so, he may have proven that he was involved in a completely separate murder. So now we need to defend him on that count, which is what we'll be doing today. We will be jumping into that portion. We have not started yet, we don't have a lot of information. Lovely indeed. You know, not Phoenix's finest moment, but that's okay. We don't love him for being smart. Variety King! Alright. Okay. Audio working, let's stop Spotify, and let's play Ace Attorney. Once again, I do not want to update, thank you though. The system update has been going on for like weeks now, but I've only been using my Switch when I stream, so I only ever see it at the start of stream, and I'm like, well, I don't want to update it now. Which means that I have not updated it in weeks. We are doing this one, this thing. Wait. Yes, the stolen turnabout. Okay, October 13, 3:02 p.m. Red and Cola offices. You know, I'm glad we found the animal, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly, Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose! I don't buy it! Use the community sit through your system update. Oh my god, update stream! We can all cheer when the bar reaches like 90%. Yeah, we got voiceover in here.
But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. At least from what I can understand.
Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security matter?
I think I'm going to head back to Korean Village for a little while, if that's alright.
Sure, but why?
I'm going to bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with...
No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness.
Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Sacred urn given to Pearls.
Now remember, no fighting, okay?
Carly, no. She's well-intentioned, but she sure has the wrong idea. She's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation. Yes, midnight, after your little Pelia. Alright, what have we got? So, what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder. Well, first, we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. Alex, hi! Howdy, howdy, how you doing? Hey, why don't we ask Miss Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you? I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy. Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight. Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center too. You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh? You bet! But there's something a little different about it. Don't at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Army, like it always used to. I like to think that since Pearl lives under a matriarch, she's totally fine with girls kissing. She's just homophobic against Nick and Miles. Yeah. Sorry! Ram, yes sir. That's not it, that's it. Thank you. How you doing? Oh yeah, you're right. Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Army's name into I Am. And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. I don't know, I feel like putting a vase that's been broken back together is hard enough. Putting a vase that's been broken back together in the same shape wrong is like impressive. It's defy the laws of physics impressive. Haven't seen the round before? I'm glad you like it. It's really cute. Alright, a little tired. How's the judging going? Oh, it's, well, you know, we'll get there. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearls will find out about it once she gets back to Korean Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Korean Village in a long time. So, I guess people still go to Korean Village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that.
A channeling dojo? Huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is.
If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen.
Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Kurain technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes.
Sorry to interrupt, but is your commission status open? Wow! Thank you for your interest.
Right now it's not, because I'm too busy, unfortunately. It's really important to me that I only give commissions, like, my full attention. And right now I do not have my full attention to spare, but I would hope to open them soon. We're in the middle of convention season, which means that I'm constantly doing merch design right now. But, hopefully. I really like doing commissions, so eventually.
Of course.
What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. Think about how freaky that part of spirit telling was till I read a brief for the defense. Yeah! This shit's scary. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you?
I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up.
That's all. It sounds like being the master of Kurain is going to be a heavy responsibility. Okay, moving right along from that, Maya wanted to talk to Desiree, who should be in here, I think.
October 13, Mask to Mask's hideout. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya!
Miss Delight.
All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie.
Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case.
Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly.
Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out.
Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore.
I had no idea Miss Delight had such a vulnerable side.
She's so pretty. I love her. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Hi, Brady!
Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!"
He would never say that! Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief.
I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Mr. Light, I had to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. I never realized it before, but Phoenix sounds so dead inside. His voice has, slowly gotten more and more flat, which was not an intentional choice, but I think works pretty well. Every time he accumulates a new trauma, his voice gets a little less full of life.
Trial and Tribulation Tuesday, hi Nautilus!
Miss Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief. The very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Last week's a shame I must look. It's not the greatest internet. We'll pray for your internet. Little do you know, Phoenix. Huh? Get what? I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? He's absolutely jealous. He's like, what? But, wait, but you're different, and you're in love, and it just works? That can't be right. But thanks, Crankly ex-girl boss. Ship of my dreams. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. So then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atmy's office anyway? What do you mean your lover doesn't run away to Europe? Oh, Phoenix. Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously, the real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah? And Detective Atmy knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then, you went there to ask him some questions. That's right! I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. The secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I can hear my dog begging to come inside. Let me let him in. Hi, puppy. Hi. Good boy. Alright, where are we? Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. Mr. Light, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Rhonda Light was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. It looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime, or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Mr. Light told us the location of KB Security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. Hold on, first I have to be jealous and gay. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back. Enjoy your rest! Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a really good rest of your night. Woo 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 woo. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Please, stop it, he screamed. I could see the robbers' face turn pale. You two are both so right. Doesn't that sound familiar, Phoenix? That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself.
He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too. I guess. Not that I have. Not that... no one's ever saved me like that, and I definitely wouldn't fall in love with him. I mean them, I mean her, I mean them, what? Huh?
Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage.
With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future.
Okay, then it was to KB Security next, I think.
Screenshots. CEO's office.
October 13 in KB Security CEO's office.
So I guess this is where it all went down, huh?
The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office.
Before that loaded,
I thought she was like, oh my god, just like you! You're so stupid, Phoenix!
What has that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys! Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. There was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure was, pal! That prosecutor made real fools out of us.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like,
oh, that was great! You guys got what you deserved, pal!
The first time he shows some sort of emotional response other than being dead inside, of course, has to be with that. Yeah. Or something to that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal?
You sound exactly like that, Gumshoe. Hope it helps. If the gumshoe fits.
Well, anyway. The point is I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
Now if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating.
Okay, what have you got for us, Gumshoe? Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
Okay. Thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on! What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help.
Okay. I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
His name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. It happened at exactly the same time that Master Mask was stealing the urn, huh?
Autopsy report added to the court record. Time of death, 10:12 at 1 a.m. That's the 12th of October. Cause was cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe. Safe? Well, it is pretty big. Maybe you'd heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out.
I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard.
Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right.
So, what happened to Mask to Mask?
He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again! He keeps yelling. No, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right?
You coming out of the closet? Pick your chin up, King. Your chalk outline is falling.
Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great! That guy got what he deserved!
No, that's the detective I know and love.
Think about it. He was always around when a calling card showed up, but he always mysteriously disappeared when the heists took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief.
That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about.
Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective. That's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist.
His first heist?
Yeah, the Tear of Eminon case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it.
The gem and the thief. Stolen? Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before?
It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it...
Newspaper clipping added to the court record. An article on Mask to Mask's first heist. Can we read any more about that?
No, okay, we just see big image.
Prosecutor Godo. Ugh, that prosecutor, I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight.
Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it'd hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway.
So, who is that Java-addicted masked maniac anyway?
Prosecutor Godo? He was quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere.
That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor.
And it's true, according to the records anyway. But, no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that gives me goosebumps.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me, and then we just turned the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea he was so unpopular.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant.
That Godo guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Okay. I guess... I was going to go talk to, our client. Oh, you know what? I should have a look around first. There's probably important evidence here to examine. Assuming Gumshoe will let me. This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it was opened?
I don't think so.
So, you mean...
Yeah, I think this string shows where and how the corpse was lying.
You mean... the victim... he was killed by being crushed by the safe door?
She can't be serious.
Can she? Oh Maya, you're so cute and charming. Ew, think about it. A dead guy was laying in here all night.
Yeah, by the way, you won't bother asking about fingerprints, there were none. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right?
Yeah, and so?
Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal. Yeah, and everyone that knows how to open this safe had airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is. I'm almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Ron Delight.
What? Ron Delight? He was a security chief.
Ron?
So he knew how to open the safe, huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry for raining in your parade there, pal.
Okay, fancy safe. Button. Yeah, what? He was the chief? Huh? Huh? Our Ron? Our little baby boy? Sorry, drinking water. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see.
Oh boy. Hey, get it out, don't press that.
That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right there on the panel.
Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here.
Really?
Then it's possible on the night of the crime.
Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. I think we'd better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer.
Emergency buzzer added to the court record. Connected to the basement security guard office. There are no fingerprints on it.
We've really got no fingerprints anywhere. These look like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid.
I can't get in between these two shelves.
Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
Oh, I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files.
Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle. I can tell this guard's testimony will be so reliable.
Every witness's testimony is so reliable. No one ever gets on the stand and has contradictions. And what, you think someone would do that? Just go into court and tell lies? That'd be a good night's reading,
if you've got insomnia.
I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something.
Okay. What's on the desk? This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought.
Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out just for a second. Oh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you! Whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it! All those attorney witnesses know is eat hot chip and lie. Yeah. This is the life.
The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know.
Good work, Maya. Okay, anything else important in here?
I don't feel like the painting is gonna be anything.
And this is probably the last real thing.
I got this big thick binder here.
Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick.
Reading a file isn't exactly back-breaking work, just a little hard on the eyes.
What did you find out, Nick?
This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Mask to Mask. It's filled with info on him.
What? What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes.
Hey, Nick, look at the last page.
It's a list. Let's see, Tear of Amenon, 100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask stole.
So then, 100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know, that number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list.
Kane's list added to the court record, found on a table at the crime scene.
Okay, can we see this? Yes, okay, Tear of Amenon, Jewel, 100,000. Crown of Bongora, Artifact, 150,000. Left Hand of Hades, Sculpture, 240,000. Portrait of Megina, Painting, 500,000. Interesting. Okay. He's rich. Alright, let's not talk. Can we go down to security? Yes.
Oh my god, Allie, hi! How you doing? A little wriggly snake. October 13, KB Security Guard Office.
100,000 sounds kind of low. Phoenix, you've been spending too much time at Edgeworth.
He's been getting spoiled.
I hope we get paid for this case.
I mean, Chief of Security. He's gotta have some cash, right? Making soup!
We are so connected. I had soup for dinner. I hope your soup is poggers. Wow. This is really something else. For a security guard officer, it sure doesn't feel very secure. AV security guard? Oh, I just remembered. Larry might be. Hey, Nick! What's up? Oh, he's so cute. Look at his little mouth. So he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? And you got my sweet little Maya with you, too.
Hi, Larry.
Here I was working my fingers to the bone. And in walks an angel. I've got no problems with the daytime date. It's all good.
Happy little Scrimbley. Oh, straight Larry. You're so funny and straight Larry.
No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case.
Huh?
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you?
Larry, I defended you.
He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy have I got some good info for you.
Really? What is it?
Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya. Nick here is a different story.
But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies.
That was then and this is now.
This is what you get for not calling in years, Phoenix.
So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, oh my god, a pro! I can't just give away information for free.
Wait, he's got a card near the electronics. Fear. You know what they say. If something smells.
He wants a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest?
Pasta obtained! Congratulations! Cooking success.
Can you talk to him, Maya?
Larry, tell us already! What's the good info?
Hey, I like that. This kitten has got some claws. Okay, you really want to know?
Yes, so tell me!
Okay, so the thing is, Rhonda Light was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me?
Yes, you're a pro! I follow you, go on!
Well, 1 year ago, Rhonda Light was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful.
I guess you must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that.
Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something. No, that's just you.
Sassy Phoenix indeed. I love him. I feel like Game 3 really dialed up the Phoenix sass and also the Phoenix Maya Cain instinct.
So, what's it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors. All the time.
I'm pretty sure firing him like that violates several employee protections, but okay. You think they have employee protections in Japanifornia? You've seen their courts. Monitors?
There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out.
Oh.
And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams.
What teams?
The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So, in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long.
I'm gonna tell someone really drunk once that I'm from Japanifornia.
Godspeed. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb! Even if it is part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break! Don't try to pin the whole thing on me! That's not fair, Nick!
Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Little redeem icons, yeah! Do you like them? Do you think they're cute? They come up on screen sometimes when the— yeah! Oh my god, head pats! Thank you, Ellie! And thank you for hydrate. I will drink some water.
Ooh, the little head pats are so cute.
Head pat time, baby! Okay, I'm hydrated. More head pats! Ah, thank you. Puppy, I hope the mic can't hear all those gross noises you just made. Hey, baby boy. Okay. Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right? Did a shake on the camera? Yeah. Larry? Psyche looks. Can you hear him rubbing his face on the carpet right now also? But he's standing up. He's a tall dog. He's standing up, butt in the air, face on the ground. But, baby boy, you look stupid. Hey! Hi! Hi! You don't look smart at all right now. Good boy. What kind of persona chains? You know, just the this is what all lawyers can do. They can tell when you're lying. Little Ponyo idiot man indeed. Alright, okay. Oh no, I knew something smelled bad and it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I always say. That was then and this is now, okay? Looks like I'm going to have to break his psyche locks after all. Okay, we have what it takes to break these. I don't know what he's so psyche locked up about, to be honest. We've got the buzzer, that's probably something. What else do we have? Keycard, the wallet. Probably not the blackmail letter. None of this will apply, I don't think. Pains list, this might be enough. Doesn't hurt to try in. If we stall out, we stall out. Oh, I have to actually go to present, don't I? The night of the crime. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Mr. Light? But that was that. And this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too? Never! I didn't sneak out. I tell you what. I even bet you $1. $1, wow! Now that's confidence! What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened is... He was trying to return the, keycard, right? Yeah, found in KB security. So it should be the wallet. This wallet. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar! You hand-delivered this wallet to Mr. Light just yesterday. Give me a break! You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. That is ass. What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. 1 o'clock. In the morning. That's right! In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Ah! Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 PM. The murder might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? Well, if the murderer had snuck in before 10 PM, then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 PM during your shift. And then this would be the keycard. Again. Larry, when you use this keycard, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. And I can't show the record to just anyone, you know? That keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that.
Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 AM, the time of the murder. No way! Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 AM on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. You know, I might be overthinking this case, or I might be onto something. I have the sense that I'm overthinking it, but wouldn't the keycard need to be used twice? Like, the door would have to open twice. I guess you'd only need to keycard in once. And then you can just open the door to go out. Okay, never mind. That happened at 1 AM on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. Oh, no! Oh, Larry. Unlock successful. Oh, I knew it. It's my fault. I have had a thought that is so profound. I've connected the dots. I haven't connected shit. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry, there was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened. Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said, I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was? Your boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Where I knew what was going on, the guy sucked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? Yeah. Aw, classic straight Larry. So straight, haha. So, is that why you left the security guard office? Oh, I'm sorry! It's all my fault! How can I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do? Why? He's caught up on the floor, crying like a baby. Oh boy. Nick! Is there anything I can do? Anything, just name it. The run profile? I was just thinking about that. We will absolutely try it. I'll do whatever I have to do to make up for it. I swear I will. Larry. Hey Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got? She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick! Okay, let's present some evidence. I'm really sorry, Nick. I swear I want to change my ways. The thing is, I just don't have any interest in men. This guy really needs to get his mind out of the gutter. He's like, man, all my friends are gay. Why can't I be gay? Larry, it's your stereotypical guy, alright? Okay. Do we actually want to show him any of these people for realsies? I'm 25 now. It's about time I started giving some serious thought to my life. Good! That's the way to be! What exactly are you thinking about, though? Well, you know, my future, my dreams. Larry, when exactly does this future of yours start? Man's life begins at 30. That's my theory, anyway. I figure I got another 5 years of guilt-free screw-ups before I have to buckle down. Larry, I think... Forget it. We're just gonna have a nice long talk next time. Okay. Let's present some actual evidence to him. I would like to show him the buzzer. Give you buzz energy, because now that I'm thinking about it, I have buzz energy. Not hugely, but now that you mention it, I do see it a little, just a tiny bit, just a little tiny bit. Thinking about your messages the other night, I'm like, okay, I see it, I see it. Is that the opposite of live slug reaction, but for straight people? Because that's sorry. I nearly put the live slug reaction up. I was like, oh my god, gay. But it wasn't. It was the opposite. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am.
Do you have a pop-up for live gay reaction? I do. And I swear I never overuse it ever. Ever.
I only use it very judiciously when strictly appropriate.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah, thanks, I try. Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now?
Yes, please. Please tell us.
I need to see it. It is here. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be loud.
Alright, what you got, boy? I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the 1st floor. I thought it would be a good idea to, adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet.
Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night?
There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did! And I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either.
Do you think you could take just one more look for me? Pretty please?
Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya.
What do you think, Nick?
He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make a mistake like—
Ah! What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake!
But how?
It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? It went off just once in the morning at around 1 a.m.
1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened!
Really? Are you serious? That's terrible, it can't be.
Buzzer record added to the car record. The buzzer went off once at 1:02 a.m. on October 12 in the CEO's office.
Interesting. Okay.
Alright, let's where to next? Well, I guess we have to go to the CEO's office. Can we show that to Gumshoe? Detective Gumshoe! About this right here.
Sorry, it's hard to believe, but there's a limit to how much my brain can hold. I've got 2 ears and 2 eyes, but I only got 1 brain.
I can see your eyes and ears, but the jury is still out on the brain thing. Phoenix! Don't be rude. Hey Nick, if you have something to say, just come out and say it.
I don't think he should.
Can we?
I guess we'll go to the exhibition hall. I would like to talk to Ron.
October 13, Lordly Taylor, main exhibition hall. Treasures of Crane exhibit is all ruined now.
Sorry, it's just so sad.
It's a big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling.
Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the Sacred Urn back, maybe they can reopen it.
Really?
Sure, and maybe we can label it the Urn of Musk Demask Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention.
Whoa! 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 That's brilliant, Nick! We could clean up and be filthy rich! Woohoo!
Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Okay. Yes, the basement. Good. What have we got?
October 13, Lordly Taylor Basement Warehouse. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright.
No, Sandris. What's she still hanging around down here for?
So, how is it going? What about the Sacred Urn?
Oh, that. It's been taken care of already.
What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes! It was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master Musk's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm just so relieved. Why is she holding that paper so tightly? I believe that was actually her journal, which says, something impressive about her strength. Alright, Adrian, what have you got? I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along. It looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Damask to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself, you were just doing your job. Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. Sorry, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again? About 20 days ago. And when was it that Master Musk's calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the Sacred Urn after all. I guess so. Now you want to leave again, puppy? Okay. There you go, go on. Okay. Let's find out about the night of the crime. What? So Mask Damask murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. I'm looking at her journal, her journal. Yeah. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that's the way he always operates. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself. Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Mask Damask pretty well. So glad you got your sacred urn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Well, why would I? Does that guy look so much like Spamton? Things I will never unsee. Psyche-Locks. What do you think this means, Nick? It means that the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews. You know what? I'm deeply sorry, but I can hear my dog still moaning. I think he needs to pee. I will be right back. Okay, dog hopefully fixed a little bit. Phoenix be like, chains, perfect, the bitch is lying. That's the one. Now, do we have what it takes to break this set of chains? Right, what have we got that's connected to the urn? We have the poster. I have issues with playing this and don't want to have to solve Adrian's locks. Well, it's not like that'd be the worst thing we've done to her so far. Oh. We sure don't have a lot, do we? Oh, could you? I'm sorry. Let's just try it. We'll see how far we can get. The sacred urn. I'm clearly getting by in Ace Attorney 2 as it is. I feel like all of Phoenix's cases have a lot of collateral damage. Yeah! He's like one of those superheroes who destroy the whole city when they're trying to save it, but instead of, like, property damage, it's emotional damage. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. This will emotionally damage someone, but I'm a slut for the evidence. Yeah, and I love him for it. Yeah, the Mia case. It's all quite good. Ace Attorney 3 is my favorite. I think it's very fun. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake. You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at trial was genuine? Do I? No, let's give up. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Okay. Can we find that here? Oops. You slide. I feel like we've investigated all of this yesterday. What happens if you, like, present the wrong stuff enough times to get the bar dead? I don't know. I think it reverts you to your previous save. Ace Attorney 3 is just great case after great case. Unfortunately, I'm stuck on the last case of Ace Attorney 2 because Peanut Brain cannot cope with investigation segments. I understand completely. Whenever I'm doing a trial, I'm like, woo, yeah, trial, let's go! Endless energy. And whenever I'm doing an investigation, I'm like, but the trial? But the trial though? But the trial though, please? Please, the trial though, please? Please, can we go to trial? Ace Attorney 2 case 2. Good luck. That one's kind of lengthy. Yeah. Pathetic looking wooden box. Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it! Don't touch it, there may be clues to the thief's identity on it. I worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean? And I was so proud of it. Oh, Maya. Maybe it would have been better if Master Mask had taken the box, true. Okay. Interesting. We've done most of this investigation before. In that case... let's leave. The Sacred Urn. Where's... Maybe if I go home. There we go, this is what I'm looking for. October 13, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. I already told you it's not me! A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, and we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday, they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands. I guess you're right. That guy over there looks a bit on edge, too. Come on, we'll just have to come back later. That's a little thief man! Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick. Okay. In that case... I think we've been everywhere now. Which means that I'm missing something. Oh, we haven't been here yet. October 13, Atme Detective Agency. Oh, this place is literally crawling with cops. What did you expect? Now that they know he was actually Masked Mask, this must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think? Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe is nowhere to be seen. Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. But wasn't he in charge of the Master Mask investigation all the way up to yesterday? Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He'd say something like,
There's nothing like a good murder case, pal. Points to the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. Not a particularly, bloodlusty guy. Okay, what have we got in here? We've got pots and boxes and- oh, he is trying so hard to be Sherlock Holmes. We got a JPEG of a fire. I feel like there was maybe a better way to do this. Is none of this coming up as investigatable? Okay, I guess we don't care about anything here. Nothing to do there. Let's go to the hall, and then from the hall we can go to EO's office. The spinning phone JPEG. Yeah, beloved. Nothing here is useful. It's all just a frauds. Can you tell us about the victim? Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard. It's Cain Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal. Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick. Now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask. Okay. What you got, Gumshoe? Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway? Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. Oh? And? And I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber. Really? Me too, I just love money! Can't ever get enough. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet. They're so cute. Siblings. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions. Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. Let me go already. Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Mask to Mask. What? Really? Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Okay. That is probably everything now. Do we get more dialogue if we go to the detention center? Yeah! Da-da-da-da! October 13, detention center visitors room. Oh, Mr. Wright! Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but the police don't leave me alone anymore! Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see... On the same night that the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store, a blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then that's where the CEO, Cain Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Okay. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Mask to Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Like a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself! Here I am, the tragic clown! I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that arm.
Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time. Murdering. It was Spamton all along!
Joker moment on the stand, Your Honor. So then the person dressed up as Master Mask in this photo.
It's gotta be Detective Atney.
Okay. So that night, you didn't go to Lordly Taylor, you went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should.
Alright, what happened next?
I love how those were two different reactions but similar in spirit.
Yeah. I mean, the Joker and Spamton? That's sort of just the same guy twice. It's like a gradient. Spamton, Atney, Joker.
Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. His little head tilt spread is so cute. I knocked, but there was no answer. Then he used the keycard to unlock the door.
Well, that's probably when he dropped his wallet.
I'm in my Joker arc, Your Honor. Clearly I cannot be held accountable. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there.
Someone?
Oh. And suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam!
Was it Kane Bullard that hit you?
I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body.
So that's why you put it in the safe?
Yes, that's right.
Sorry, a big yawn.
I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it.
Okay, and what did you do after that?
Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them.
Nick, all of a sudden Mr. Delight kinda sounds like the murderer to me.
Please don't say that.
Bruh, indeed. But okay, so we saw the silhouette of the person who attacked him, and it looked like Atney, which does raise some questions about what we just managed to prove at the prior trial. But, so what? Atney... The keycard was only used at 1, which means that Atney must have gotten in there either without a keycard or much earlier in the day. In which case, maybe it didn't happen on Larry's shift. Maybe, like, genuinely, like Larry said, they went in before 10 PM. Hide in there, invite Delight, knock Delight out, kill Bullard, and then leave so that Delight takes the fall for it? I don't remember this case at all. I was like, yeah, okay, I remember a decent part of the Atney case. No, I remember the first half. And not any of the second. Okay, let's get some more information. Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB Security?
How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please!
Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet.
Thank goodness. No, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. We'll find out eventually.
I don't remember anything either. What the hell happens in this case? No one answered that. No one actually answered that. I wish this part of the anime and it seems like it's gonna get pretty confusing. I'm confused! Why have you been hiding it from her anyway?
Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over.
Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place?
Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought, anyway.
So he became Master Mask for Desiree, huh? Interesting. Alright, do we have anything we want to show him?
we got here? Oh, what about the, Where is it? The newspaper clipping. Come back, come back. How did we get all the way over here? This one. Hey! This is an article about my debut heist! Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But Master Mask, he must have gotten away. Sorry. But Master Mask, he must have gotten away, right? He just loves his wife that much. Yeah, I love him. It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh? Wow, awesome! Hey, hold the phone! The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even Pearls could see through that in a heartbeat. Newspaper clipping updated in the court record. Guard in photo is Ron Delight. But as you might expect, Detective Atney found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atney found the Master Mask disguise. Huh, that's interesting. Yes, and I've heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atney got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. Blackmail letters? Got them starting when? Tell me more, now. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. Oh boy. Ooh, cool music. This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got? No, of course not. This is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters again after- So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Eminon heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity? Just like that? Oh, it's not easy being a master thief, you know. I got proof that it was you, so give up, it went to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? Huh. Okay. So the... Where is it? List. They're forcing him to steal them. Then what? Luke catches him, quote unquote, blackmails him, he hands over the artifact, and they sell it? Phoenix said this was low though, like it should be more expensive. He got 10%. Wait, no. Did he say $10,000? No, that is right. Sorry, maths. Okay, heist plans. What are these plans you're talking about? Well, they were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean that the one who planned the heists wasn't you? Oh, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person, incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. The Ron Delight was Master Mask after all. But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Would you try not to look so gleeful about it? So you went after the secret urn because of one of those plans too? Oh well, see, truth is I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? Makes sense looking at him, he doesn't look like the planning type.
Yeah. But look at him, he's so cute. Ron's testimony added to the court record. From Mask to Mask's second heist on, he was stealing as directed by blackmail letters.
Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes? But please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course! I could never— I'm not lying! All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday.
He loves his wife so much, maybe second only to Feeny. Yeah. I like that Phoenix is now, like, outright asking his clients. Feels like,
2-4 had a very distinct impression on him.
Why?
Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right?
I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight.
I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word.
Mystic Maya! Hey, Polly! I'm back!
Hey, pals. So what have you been up to this whole time?
The sacred Anne, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Korean Village to have it examined. And? What did you find out? You didn't have to put it like that, I'm sorry. Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real Anne. That's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's paint, and that they were put on the urn recently.
Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there, that's the big deal! Yes, Mr. Nick, we've got to find out how they got there.
Okay, I'll go find out how they got there. Please don't forget about me.
Aww, we won't forget about you, Ronnie, you're too cute. Sacred Urn refiled into the court record. Found in Acme's office, covered in pink splotches, but it's the genuine article. Wasn't there paint in the little warehouse? Yes, there was, and I believe this is the piece of evidence we need to, crack Adrian Andrews. Are we sure pals didn't just do a little art project? Again? October 13, Lordly Taylor, Basement Warehouse. Oh, Pearl! How nice to see you! Hello there! I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined.
Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here.
Nick, let's look around one more time!
Okay, can I look at the paint now, please?
Great, thank you.
No, never mind. Sorry, no paint allowed.
What about this paint?
Looks to me like it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shocking pink. The voice acting is insane, every voice suits the characters perfectly. Thank you, Viv. It's really fun. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it so much. This is the same color as the paint splotches on the urn.
So then the question is, what's the cause of the odd shape?
Let's look around here carefully, Mr. Nick.
Okay. The cause of the odd shape would be the box. This box, there's something about it that's bothering me.
That's the box that the sacred urn was in. Oh, it looks like there's some pink paint on it too. And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn.
I think I know how the paint got on it now.
Alright, let's investigate again, Nick. Urn box added to the court record. A wooden box that had the sacred urn in it has pink paint stains on it. Put in the appreciation hours. Okay, we've got the urn box. And if I go examine the paint again, maybe Phoenix will piece it together. Looks to me, nope, the same dialogue. Just the same dialogue.
Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it.
Ah, that's the box the sacred urn was in. Head pats! Oh my god, hi Queen! Thank you for the head pats, how you doing?
If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well.
Whoa, you're right! Look, it matches! What is it, Mr. Nick?
And this is all turning out exactly as I thought it would.
Paint marks added to the court record.
Completely dry. The box of the sacred urn fits in the gap perfectly. I think it's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn.
Okay. Sleepy. It's really early for you, right? What are you doing awake? Good morning.
Oh, I need to present. The sacred urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before.
Well, that's true.
Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake.
You're sick. Get well soon, Allie. Love you. Have a nice night. Get lots of rest. Enjoy your soup.
You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine?
Yes, we had it appraised by an 8-year-old. Well, I guess the 8-year-old had it appraised. Oh my god, she's 9 now.
Phoenix had to cha-cha slide to the other side of the room to interrogate Adrian.
Just does a little boo 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 boo. I had an intense dream that someone bought my childhood home and had 3 pools and a jacuzzi to turn into an Airbnb, and I got so freaked out about it I had to go look it up. Aww. I hope that your childhood home is intact.
Okay. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Charles went back to Korean Village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how... What she discovered was that the urn had been broken. Again. Did you say again? Yes, it was broken once, a year ago. And now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? Well... I guess it would be the I am. It is safe, hasn't been sold since we sold it 10 years ago. Woo! That's this one, yes. This poster, it was made recently, right? Poster? Ah, the poster for the exhibit! At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Army. And when the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. Ah! I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth. Wait! Or? Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. Looks like she's not going to give up that last psyche lock so easily. Do you have any proof that the urn was broken here at Lordly Taylor? Yes. Well, Miss Andrews? What is this supposed to mean? This urn has these pretty little pink paint splotches on it.
And there's some on the box the urn was stored in, too. No matter how you look at it, the paint seems to be exactly the same, wouldn't you say? So, what does that prove? That the urn was dropped along with the box. That's when they both got paint on them. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
The rest of the story is obvious. This box was dropped right here in Lordly Taylor's basement warehouse. If I can prove that, it means that the urn was broken here too.
So can you prove that? Can you prove that box was dropped here in the basement warehouse?
Yes. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yes, more or less.
There's pink paint splattered on the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. But there's an odd shape imprinted into a part of the paint stain. Am I right?
Yes.
If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken.
Your name does you justice, Mr. Right.
No, that's the Ace Attorney 4 protagonist. Silly. Okay.
I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn.
Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher.
I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did.
Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pally?
No, not at all. I know just how she feels. It happened about 2 weeks ago, just after the poster photo was taken on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. Oh, Adrian, no. When I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance, the box I was carrying crashed to the ground. I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box and that's when it happened. Oh, Adrian. The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. It's only a sacred urn. It's only worth $0. Don't worry about it. I was in shock and let out a huge scream. I can totally see how that could have happened.
Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands.
Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Korean Village. So I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big.
And that's when the I am got changed to Ami?
I didn't know how it was originally written. But any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Ami.
Any sane person? Really?
Oh, pals.
She said she wasn't very good at spelling.
Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then.
Sacred urn updated in the court record. Broken and repaired by Adrian 2 weeks ago, then replaced in its box. Kept out of sight. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains.
Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it.
The Ami Faye statue. Uh-huh! The first time that we came down here, it was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen.
But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or floors of the warehouse when we were here. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall.
And?
I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it.
Yeah, now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange.
What is it, pal?
The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. That time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible.
I was right about that. This game is going to ruin me if my folks don't do it fast. Well, Miss Andrews? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Oh, you're just so smart! I love her. Well then, who was it? Who would have done it and why? On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day it was moved, but why? Army Faye's golden statue updated in the court record. She may not be able to smell, but she has common sense, something the rest of the Ace Attorney cast lacks. Yeah. Oh my god, Brain, Brawn, and Beauty! They are. I love them. It looks like there's some connection between the Sacred Urn and the murder case. Why? Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night, a real thief, Rhonda Light, was at KB Security. So then why did another Master Mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact? Murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. Oh my god, we did it! Investigation's complete. She would be great as Edgeworth's assistant. His lawyer superpower is literally basic logic. Yeah. I love him. That's why he's so effective against Phoenix, and that's why they're such an effective team. Trial time! Except I keep yawning. I think I'm passing out again. I don't know what's gotten into me lately. I'm so sleepy. I know this has been a really short stream, but I think maybe we end it here. But hopefully next Tuesday we do an extra long stream to make up for it. Get through we'll finish this case and do like half of Recipe for Turnabout as well. But for now I'm gonna say goodnight, because I am so tired. It's not even 9 p.m. I don't know what's going on. But thank you guys for hanging out. It is always lovely getting to chat with everyone. And let me see. Passed on the sleepy bitch disease, for real. Thank you guys. Can you imagine her following him around all the time and bullying him for liking Steel Samurai? Beloved. Alright. Okay, well. Thank you guys for coming by. Good night. Have a lovely night. Bye.